All right, Aquarius. It's interesting astrology this week, and I'm going to get into the astrology and then we'll go into the cards, okay? This is your weekly tarot card reading from Born Without Boundaries Tarot. It is for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising sign. Please remember to subscribe to the channel and ring that notification bell so that you know when I upload your favorite content. Aquarius comes out every single Wednesday at 8:30 a.m. Pacific time, but those reminders really help. I always create an extended reading for you guys, for those of you who want or are interested in a deeper reading to continue the message with me and get more details. That link is right below, or you can join my Unbound membership here on Born Without Boundaries Tarot, and that will give you access to all the extended readings and all of the channel perks, so I hope you consider that. I do a daily tarot card reading Monday through Friday, a general reading, live chat, that I hope you'll join me for on my second YouTube channel. A lot of people don't even know I have that. It's called Astrology Motivation. I'll attach the link above. I hope you join me there. And yeah, let's get into the cards. Remember to like this video and share it on your social media platforms. And yeah, talk back to me. Comment below. I'd love to know what you're thinking and how this impacts your life. So this is what's going on with the astrology. Uranus is, of course, still in Taurus. But it's opposite the South Node. And for most of this week, it's going to be semi-square to the Sun. I feel like that's having a lot of impact on just our ego in general and what we have to do away with because we've gotten too comfortable with it. But the contention is so obvious that we don't want to see it. We don't want to look at it, you know, and that's going to be a major challenge for you right now, is that you've gotten really comfortable somewhere and the changes are obvious, or what needs to happen to grow is very obvious, but simultaneously your thoughts are set, your mind is set. Change isn't something that you really want right now, or you're having a contention with what change do I need to make? Which direction do I want to go? Do I want to make this change at this time? You know, Uranus is all about innovation. It may not be the best time to innovate anything right now, because there may be just, you know, if I'm not really ready for this, I'm just going to rush into this. And anything, especially dealing with electronics, you could really mess people up right now. And in fact, this may not be happening to you, but through you, in that you may be the one forcing somebody or pushing somebody to make decisions that they are not ready to make. And it's not that you're wrong, but it has to be the right timing for them. It can't just be coming from you, right? But how is this going to impact you? You're going to find, Aquarius, that you're surrounded by people who are not ready to move forward, at least at the pace that you really want them to be. So there is a lot of frustration here. The best way to get through this frustration without any contention is to educate, to help, to be the person who inspires the want or the interest in something new or something different, as opposed to the person who comes in there with the sledgehammer and says, well, you have to do this now and you have to do it this way. You will not be impressed with the results if that's the position that you take. Not that you're a naturally aggressive person anyway, but ultimately, just because you see it doesn't mean others are ready to see it too. And that's just something that you're going to have to go into this coming week with, like just that knowledge and understanding that just because I'm ready doesn't mean other people are. And sometimes you got to wait for people to catch up. But ultimately, what are the things that you need to address at this point in your existence when it comes to have you moved forward? And where are the places where maybe you haven't looked deeply enough at? Like if you're feeling contention, you're feeling stuck, ask. like ask for an objective opinion. Don't keep trying to figure it out yourself, because clearly there's something that's impeding your being able to figure it out, and stubbornness will get you nowhere this week. But reaching out and doing something different, or maybe taking advice in ways that you normally wouldn't have taken it, or even just making inquiries that are outside of your realm of like you normally wouldn't do it. But yeah, you're gonna look in that direction now. Ultimately welcome it and open yourself up for it, at least discussions, because the expansion of the mind is going to offer a lot of clarity to you this week. So try to remain very malleable and not stubborn and insistent. Like that's stuff that's just going to really hold you back. Yeah, let's get into the cards. Aquarius. What messages do you have for Aquarius right now? What messages do you have for Aquarius right now? What messages do you have for Aquarius right now? 1. That's interesting. Life is a mystery. Wow, you guys are playing really coy. It's almost like in some ways you don't want to give the answers, or you're being contentious and you're deciding I'm not going to. Happy birthday, Deck Denny. I'm going to withhold information. Why? Why? Well, I mean, we're going to get into why. Let's see. But life is a mystery, as in there could be, in some ways, somebody wearing a mask, or you could be wearing a mask. But I honestly feel like this is wanting or intentionally intentionally withholding information, and in deciding to be enigmatic, as if that's all that you can cling to have any kind of power at all, is to be the question in the room and be mysterious. Maybe you need to buy a little bit of time to get your ducks in a row. And if that's what you're doing, that's cool. If there's some sort of like active effort underneath, this will buy you a little bit of time, at least up through this week, up to 8 days. But ultimately, there's just a sense of maybe you don't know which direction you want to go in next. And no amount of delaying is going to help you to figure it out. And so sort of deflection or distraction seems to be a strategy right now. Life is a mystery. What's more? I'm sorry, but what is a mystery? And what does Aquarius or somebody around them not want to tell us? We have time for beginner mind. This is stubbornness. This is a sense of somebody isn't ready. And in some ways, it's like they're trying to stall. They're not ready for the innovation yet, or they're not ready for the change. I wonder, have you talked to anybody about this? Have you just been honest about why you're worried or why you're afraid, instead of trying to bear this by yourself, bear this burden alone? This is a sense of, could be really isolating and disconnected right now, which just never feels good. Time for a beginner mindset is in reverse. Life is a mystery. This could also be that you're dealing with somebody who refuses to give you answers and who continues to avoid the questions that you ask when you're trying to figure out why they said no, or why they're resisting moving forward on any situation, in any circumstance, romance, business, whatever. It's almost like a sense of dealing with somebody who's saying, no, I'm not ready for this yet, but at the same time, they're not letting you know why. Or this is how you're dealing with somebody else. And what I'm picking up is they're enigmatic because they haven't made up their mind yet, because they don't know which direction they want to go. I feel like they're like placing their bets and trying to like place the best ones. We have a rebirth is assured. That's this energy right here. So ultimately, you know something's coming. There's definitely something new. But they won't admit it to you, or they won't acknowledge it, or they don't want to see it. it's like something is being suppressed that's inevitable, and which is why I don't understand what the contention is. This is Scorpio energy. They're just waking up. It's almost like maybe somebody has changed, but somebody else wasn't ready for the change. Okay. Interesting. We have watch and wait. So this has been patience, or trying to see, like not making up your mind until you see that there's effort coming from somebody else, or you want to see, oh, okay, let me just see what they're up to or what they want to do before I commit myself to doing this. Hold on. We have truth transcends illusion. Really taking stock. This is kind of in the past, deciding to really take stock and be patient so that you could just see the truth of a situation. Truth transcends illusion. It's almost like sitting back and letting somebody reveal themselves. And now they have. Take time out, taking a break. Bring your ideas to life. Claim your independence. Be fearless and bold. I don't think somebody was ready for you to take the leap that you did. Or something happened really, really quickly in terms of your life and you had to react to it a little bit too quickly. And now it seems like you're on a runaway train and you don't know what to do about it. Because there was a lack of preparation here. Okay, so what? So what? How does this impact Aquarius now? Moving into the future. You got a green light on partnership here. This is Libra energy. I don't know if you're with a Libra, but this is like something that's balancing itself out. A partnership, an equal partnership. Somebody saying yes. If this is a Libra, they will say yes, or saying yes to Orion is here as well, though. So this is about a lot of criticism, being labeled. I understand. This is about people seeing you in a different way, or allowing the world to, like, this is about somebody finally seeing you in a different way, or allowing yourself to see them in a different way, even though you have a tough history with this person. Or you've had all these labels placed on you. You've had all of these, just like prejudices placed on you. And now it's almost like, is the world really ready to open up? And if they're ready to open up to you, are you ready to trust them? Because you still remember them as the people who labeled you. It's really like somebody that was disadvantaged getting an opportunity finally, but ultimately they're a little bit hesitant to trust that opportunity. And one can't really blame them, can they? Because ultimately it didn't go well in the past. This could be having directly to do with partnership, with a relationship. Maybe somebody was really bad, really bad to you or insulting to you in the past, or like you got reputation, or somebody had a reputation, and there's this sense now of somebody trying to make that okay, somebody trying to balance that out and make it fair, and maybe even make amends. This is a sense of somebody's not ready for this. They've got the green light, but they don't trust it because they've just gone through too much. and they don't really believe what's being offered. Now, is what's being offered false? I don't know. That's a really good question. Is what's being offered false? Because I don't see deception here. I just see sort of like hanging back and not trusting things. So is this offer, to be fair, once again, it's like, no, this is actually designed to balance things out and to heal those wounds. And finally, it's like someone's finally getting their fair shot. Underlying energy is a loyal heart. It's like somebody's finally fucking seeing through all the stereotypes and bullshit that were spewed at you. And instead they're finally being able to see your good heart underneath, or you're finally able to see somebody's good heart underneath. The problem is there's so much crap that led up to this. You've got to move slowly. You don't want to change your mind this quickly. I mean, it's true, and the opportunity is here. I don't think the opportunity is going anywhere. You know, don't feel like you have to jump on this if you're not ready for this. You have a lot to get through in order to be ready for this. So take your time. This is actually good news in that you're finally getting what's due, even though you are kind of like, yeah, I'll fucking believe it when I see it. Or somebody's like that with you, I'll fucking believe it when I see it, but ultimately you're gonna see it. It's just, how are you going to react to it? Because sometimes our discomfort zone becomes our comfort zone, because ultimately we're rejecting moving forward, or maybe seeing ourselves in a different way. It could be very hard for you to see yourself in the way people see you and trust that they're going to applaud you or uphold you, when in the past they didn't get you, they didn't understand you, and you're a little bit suspicious of them. Once again, I think you have a right to be suspicious of them, because I don't think you really think people have changed as much as they should have. And listen, you have every right to demand that or wait and see. Yeah, have you really changed? This is good sign when it comes to relationships, though. Loyal heart, and to be fair, somebody finally balancing out and accepting you for everything that you are, instead of expecting you to be something that makes more sense. Right? You have all these fucking I can confirm this is actually a really beautiful situation. But ultimately, what did I say when I first started out this reading? Somebody needs more time, because they're not there yet. They're not ready to believe it yet. Right? That could be you, it could be them, it could be the circumstance. But I gotta say, the biggest surprise, Aquarius, for you guys is gonna come in how things actually do work out. Somebody's been waiting for this for a long time, and now it feels too good to be true that it's right in front of them. This starts in the past with watching and waiting. Finally, the truth comes out, needing to take a break from whatever. There was a lot of electricity, there was a lot of excitement, but ultimately it was like, I can't be with anybody right now. I need time away. Somebody showed you who the fuck they are. Truth transcends illusion. Watch and wait. You were waiting for a long fucking time. You had a lot of fucking patience, but it's almost like the amount you made me wait tells me everything that I need to know. It's like I'm sitting here waiting for a sign, and you know what? Silence is an answer. Right? So now it's just like, fuck it. I'm done with it. I'm tired of this. I'm leaving. I'm going in my own direction. And it gave you a lot of fucking fearless momentum to move forward, maybe especially in Aries season. And that really helped you to sort of like be something new and go somewhere new and do something new. But deep down inside, you still carried this hurt. this heartache, and now that's that energy that wants to come back and make things right. And it is sincere. It looks very sincere. Loyal heart, to be fair. Or it's not the same person, but it's like a different person or a different offering. But the wounds are keeping you from really believing it. I gotta tell you, that could be the biggest obstacle to your happiness right now, is your inability to actually believe based on the shit that's happened in the past. But it's like you're carrying those wounds or those labels into the future. But this is good news, because something's about to really balance out, because you've stayed tried, you've stayed true, you persevered. And it's all of that that's actually going to, and you're changing the game, because it's almost like no one can deny that you deserve this. At the same time, you're going to be the freak in the room. You're going to be the one that they don't expect to actually come through or be selected, if that makes any sense. But you have to be there. You have to be there. You're the right one. And this moment is right for you. And I'm going to dig further into it using tarot. Let's go to the extended. I'll see you guys there.